This is the sleek TECNO Phantom V Fold, and it comes with some amazingly beautiful but hidden features I bet you didn't know about. Okay, did you know that to open the last 3 recent applications on the smartphone, you no longer need to swipe from the bottom to go to the recent applications, and here's a trick for that. All you need to do is go to the home screen and select the icons of the lastly opened apps from the bottom task pane that appears on the screen here. You didn't know that, right? Okay, let's talk about some camera tips before I give you other tips on this smartphone. Now, there are 5 cameras on this device, 3 for the rear, 50 megapixel zoom and main lenses, a 30 megapixel ultra wide lens, but when it comes to the selfies on this device here, you have 2 cameras, a 32 megapixel sensor for the main display here, and a 16 megapixel for the inner display on this device. Now, the thing to note is that because the smartphone has an external display, you can use the rear cameras on this smartphone for your selfies and get the best quality selfie you can ever get on a smartphone. Simply launch the camera app while using the smartphone in full screen mode, and then tap on the icon to the right side of the screen to enable selfie mode with the main camera, and yeah, you can now take your selfies using the main camera to get the best quality. For those of you who might want to take selfies using the inner camera on the smartphone, the V Fold here, this camera, I actually wonder why you might want to do that considering that you have better cameras on the smartphone. But let's say you want to use this selfie camera for the smartphone, and let's also say you need more light to your face because you are in a dark situation. Did you know that you could use the screen as your light source? Now launch the camera app, and while in your selfie mode, tap on the flashlight icon here, then tap on the last option, and you should have this bright beam of light pointed at your face, of which you can adjust the white area by dragging this box as shown. Now, while taking photos of yourself, there's an AI feature that allows you to alter your facial features. Let's say you want a bigger nose, you can adjust that. And let's say you want a V-shaped face, the option is here, or maybe a fatter or slimmer face, the camera app on here has got you covered. All you have to do to enable this is use the portrait mode in the camera app, and you can find this icon that enables those features to the bottom corner of the screen. You can now finally have that nose job without going under the knife. If you want this feature on the rear camera of the smartphone while taking photos of other people, switch to the main cam and then select portrait mode. You can also unlock more of these AI features with this icon here, such as being able to slim body, slim shoulders, plump butt, and even lengthen legs. This is something else. I know you noticed the smaller icon at the top left corner of the screen and you're wondering what that does. Well, let me paint a picture. Let's say you are taking photos of a subject, and most times people want to see a live preview of the photo that's being taken while in action. The V Fold has got you covered. By tapping on this icon, it enables the external display so that the person you're taking a photo of will be able to have a preview as you shoot. Sweet, right? Another feature I love about the camera here is if you tap on this icon right here, it creates a sidebar that shows you previously taken photos, while you get a live preview of the photos you're about to take. More like having 2 smartphones side by side and increasing productivity. Speaking of which, this smartphone is really tuned for productivity. And with the multi-window features you get on here, this smartphone is bonkers. For instance, let's say you want to minimize an application into a floating window. All you have to do is, while in this application, swipe from the bottom and take to any of the sides of the screen. This would convert the application into a floating window that can be dragged anywhere across the screen and also resized on screen here. You can also achieve this by pinching with 4 fingers while in the said app and have a bigger floating window which is also resizable. To minimize the app to the sidebar and a smart panel, simply drag and take to the side and you'd have an icon appear at the side. You can only have 2 apps on that side dock at a time and go back to them when you need them. This takes it to another level of productivity. Now let's say you want to run 2 applications side by side. While in your first application, just swipe down from the top center of the screen and the first app should go to the left, allowing you to select your second application from the app drawer presented. In fact, with this, I can decide to add a third application in form of a floating screen. Remember the shortcut we created earlier? I can add that by tapping on the icon and having a floating window appear. That is 3 applications all at once, with the third one being something I can resize. I'm blown away. Let's say I want to save this 2 application window so I no longer need to go through the whole process of trying to launch and getting the exact same combination of apps in split screen. Simply tap on the center of this display while in this mode and then tap on save. Next time you want to use this combination of apps, go into Android recent apps by swiping from the bottom of the screen. You should see this combination saved at the top right corner of the screen and you can launch it from that point. Unfortunately, these windows are not resizable, and when you try to resize them, you end up closing the split screen. Some applications can run in 2 windows at the same time as seen here. To enable this, go into your settings, tap on the main screen and enable the apps listed here. Not a lot of apps can have this feature turned on, and you should see a list of some of your compatible apps on your smartphone. By the way, did you know that swiping 3 fingers on this display will take a screenshot? Okay, maybe you knew that, but did you know that holding 3 fingers on the screen enables a different type of screenshot, where you can take a screenshot of a specific area on screen? Now you know. If you're someone who loves great haptic feedback like you'd get from top-tier level flagship devices, and not those mild vibrations you get from cheap devices, you can do that with the TECNO Phantom V Fold. Go into your settings, go to sounds and vibration, and then slide the vibration feedback to high. That helps a ton in giving you that flagship-like haptic feedback. Let's say your smartphone is asleep and you want to launch the camera application. You don't need to do anything other than tracing the letter C on screen and have it launch the camera app. That's been my go-to gesture in the past 3 weeks. Peek Proof is a feature that allows for hiding sections of your screen from prying eyes. To enable this, tap on the Peek Proof icon from the shortcuts here. If you can't find this icon, here's how to enable new shortcuts. Swipe down from the top right corner of your screen and tap on the 3 dots you see here, and then select Edit Shortcut Switch. From here, you can add more shortcuts to your list. Peek Proof should be listed here. The Phantom V Fold from TECNO is actually feature packed for $1,000 and for a foldable device, just like my review of the smartphone here. Cuídate.